Program is beautiful. Yaurhan will continue this, and I am quite happy to support him.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum, Namaste, Namaskar, and a very, very good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, all our distinguished speakers, and all our lovely guests present right here. I am Minoti Parekh, and it is an absolute pleasure to welcome all of you to the Asian Catering Federation Roadshow. It's time for me to invite on stage the host for this event. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming on stage Mr. Yaver Khan as I request him to come up on stage.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very pleased to say today is the first time in Edinburgh we are doing such a seminar, how to do your business much better and with health and nutrition there. And I'd like to thank you. This event is a main sponsor by Association Just Street. Thanks to Just Street for helping us to organize such an event. And before even welcoming everyone, I'd like to thank this local association like BCS Scotland and Greater Sillard Association as well there, and to helping us to get this event more successful today.
I would like to thank Asian Catering Federation to bring this roadshow to Edinburgh. I think it's been a very successful, fantastic event. It's been very informative. We've heard from the nutritionist who has spoken to everyone, told us about how to promote business, how we can market our product.
Is the UK Managing Director of Just Eat, Graham Caulfield. Here's requesting Graham to please come up on stage and share his thoughts with all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Graham Caulfield on stage.
About a year or so, and we talked about doing some stuff with the Asian Catering Federation a number of times, and I think when Yawa talked about doing some road shows to actually talk about how hygiene, nutrition, and helping improve businesses in the sector and some of the challenges, I thought actually that's a great way to work together. So this is the second one we've done. We did one in Bristol last week. I'm glad to say that Edinburgh, you have got more people in the room than Bristol, so well done. Far better supported up here. So I just want to talk about some consumer trends in the online ordering. I want to share with you some industry knowledge. You know, we've been in the UK now for 10 years, been established for 10 years. The growth in Just Eat has been phenomenal. As part of that, we get a lot of data, a lot of insights, and I want to share some of that with you in terms of the industry. I also want to give you some insights into what consumers are doing locally in Edinburgh. I think it's important for all the restaurant owners in the room to understand how consumers are ordering, what they're doing, and what their trends and habits are. And also working with Yawa, I think it's important, as us in the industry, to help drive improvement is to introduce you to some experts. So we've got Ruth, who's a nutritionist, will come up and talk to you about nutrition, and we've got NSF guys who will talk to you about the hygiene and what's going on in the FSA, in the world of FSA. So, working together as experts in our field to help really drive and improve the business, and also to support you, the Asian Catering Federation members. It's important for me to come and talk to you guys, engage, understand, listen, and learn. There's a few members of the Just Eat team in the room tonight, so again, please find them, talk to them, tell us what's good, what's bad, how we can improve, because we're all about working together in partnership to learn.
It's all about education, and education is so important for the restaurants. They all know how to cook the best food, they all know how to entertain their guests, but they need to be legitimate.
Education thing is brought forward, and more formats like this is very, very good.
Here's requesting Ruth Tung to please come up on stage and share her thoughts on how to ensure that we are set up for the rise in healthy demands, and of course how marketing this will improve and grow our business. So ladies and gentlemen, you know what you have to do. Please join me in welcoming Ruth Tung on stage.
Choosing leaner cuts of meat is also important. So particularly now, people want better quality. They don't want tons and tons of meat. I find many people I speak to would much rather eat meat once a week but have really good quality, organic, lean meat rather than have chicken every day that's really fatty. So thinking about choosing those healthier options.
We have Amanda Catling from the National Sanitation Foundation. So here's requesting Amanda Catling to please come up on stage.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak to you all. I'm going to be speaking about getting the best from your food safety inspection. Okay, so I'm going to cover why an enforcement officer may visit your premises, the best way to deal with that EHO, and how to communicate with the enforcement officer, what powers the enforcement officer has, and also the inspection process. At the end of the day, yourselves and the enforcement officer are there to ensure that the customers that you serve have safe food to eat.
Yavarkhan has been doing some good things. For us, I think we have been working with Yavarkhan for a long time. I know him personally, and he's doing something to elevate our industry. Indian beer coming from India, that experience is unique, and that their experience of an Indian restaurant is complete.
Now that we know what is expected from an inspection, it is time to know more about the mechanism behind the ratings that environmental health officers issue and how this rating can have a consumer impact. And sharing her expertise on this subject is Ashwini Pancholi Dhillon, who is responsible for ensuring that NSF quality and consistency standards are met and delivered to all their clients. Is requesting Ashwini to please come up on stage.
So beforehand, where we could pretty much just rest on our laurels and say, no one's going to know. We can just make the food, we can sell it, make a quick buck. Not that I'm saying that anyone's got that attitude anymore, but we don't have that option now. We don't have that luxury because there are so many takeaway businesses. There is so much takeaway food available. Again, like Graham was saying, 860 million from Edinburgh in 2014. That's a ridiculous amount of money that people are spending on takeaways. So surely as a consumer, I have the right to be fussy. I have the right to say, well, actually, Amanda, no, I don't want to go to your restaurant because you're waiting to have your rating checked again to see if you're okay. I'm going to go to Mr. Chowdhury's restaurant because that's amazing. He's got a pass, it's wonderful. Or, whatever it might be.
So I was just trying to help give all of the restaurant owners some ideas and some inspiration about how to not only slightly maybe change some of the menus, but also highlight those healthier options, because often the healthier options are there, but they're just not highlighted or being communicated.
It is so important to bring together the Asian community and the businesses, because when you get lots of Indian businesses together, they don't feel isolated anymore when they're part of this sort of event put on by the Asian Catering Federation.
Like Ash said, it's really important to engage the community in these type of events, and also, just to get an opportunity to see that, legislation and the food hygiene law, it's not that scary, it is achievable, and with a little bit of help and support, we can achieve great things together.